Hey guys, this is John with Tadlock Roofing. We're at 2066 Summit Lake Drive here in Tallahassee, Florida. This is going to be the main entrance right here. Just doing a quick inspection of this roof, and all of the standing seam awning and roofs look great. No question about it. Now we get on the single ply flat roof, and we have a gradual slope from front to back down to the drains and scupper holes down there. And I inspected the perimeter really well all the way around, also out in the field really well. And the only thing that really sticks out to me is going to be anywhere that there are patches. And what we have here is a type of material that they use, a caulk type material if you will, which I believe is going to be a urethane base. I'm not confident, but there's little patches throughout this whole roof. Just, you know, it's periodically several patches here, several patches there. Good patches, they're solid, but the material that they use is only gonna hold up to this sun for so long. And what really caught my eye is that in a good rain, you've got all the water coming from uphill, coming down to the drain here to get off of the roof. And there's a good example right there. This material that they used, and this is a fairly new roof, is already starting to deteriorate to the point that it's not doing its job. There's a hole that's basically created from sun, and as you can see, I can push the air out of that hole, so it's obviously not sealed. And if this is indeed a patch, there was obviously work done here before, or this was a vulnerable area that needed an extra layer of protection, and water is able to get in there, no doubt about it. And especially seeing how all the water is going to collect and build till it gets to this point. So this is going to be taking on the most water in this area. All the way along this back wall here is where all of that body of water is coming to get off of this roof. So that's going to be something to pay attention to. Here's another drain here, and you can see, we'll just use the same side of the drain as an example, but it's completely deteriorating. You know, I can get right up under that membrane right there. And once that water, once that water gets under this membrane, this single ply membrane, it'll get on the decking. And depending on what kind of decking it is, be it concrete, corrugated metal, it's going to travel a long ways before it finds a place where it can drip off of the decking and present itself as a problem on the interior. And you know, then we'll have to, it's just a nightmare from there. So this is just something to be, you know, to keep in mind, that this definitely needs to be addressed, because if not, it's going to absolutely start presenting problems sooner than later. And we do use a silicone based fluid applied material that I personally have used on several buildings here in North Florida and have had great success with it. And it absolutely will eliminate the wear of what's going on. It takes the punishment from the sun because it's made to take the punishment from the sun. It's super reflective, very energy efficient, and it will ensure and prolong the life of what's already here, as long as it's not too far gone. So I just wanted to put that out there, so to be paying attention, and may want to do this whole seam even all the way on this wall, because again, you know, you've got all that water coming from all the way down, and by the time it gets here, that's a good deal of water. And if any weak points are down here in this area, all that flow of water is going to absolutely find it. So that's the only thing I could really find here that was questionable and threw any red flags to me. No leaks reported, and everything looks good here. So again, this is John with Tadlock Roofing. Thank you for your time, and I sure hope that this video helps.